After the business trip in London, I came home to find our house completely empty. My husband took everything and left a divorce note. But then my eyes fell on the floor, and I froze when I saw what was left there. The flight from London had been delayed twice. I was exhausted, still wearing the same navy blazer from my final meeting near Canary Wharf. All I wanted was a hot shower and to fall asleep beside the man who used to text me goodnight even when I was in another country. When I pulled into our driveway in Portland, something felt off. The porch light was off, the curtains were gone. Even the welcome mat was missing. I laughed nervously, convincing myself that maybe Ryan had decided to renovate as a surprise. He had been acting distant before I left, but I thought it was stress. He had lost a client. I had just closed the biggest deal of my career. I told myself marriages had seasons. We would get through this one. I unlocked the front door. The echo hit me first. Our living room, once crowded with a gray sectional, bookshelves, and the old piano Ryan refused to tune, was stripped to the walls. No couch, no television, no framed wedding photos. Even the rug my mother gave us was gone. My heels clicked against bare hardwood as I walked inside, heart pounding harder with every step. The kitchen cabinets were open and empty, plates gone, coffee machine gone. The magnets that held our grocery lists were gone. It was as if someone had erased our life with a single swipe. Then I saw the envelope on the kitchen island, the only thing left in the entire house. My name was written across it in Ryan's handwriting, Olivia. My hands trembled as I opened it. I am sorry, I cannot live in your shadow anymore. I have filed for divorce. By the time you read this, I will be gone. Do not try to find me, this is better for both of us. No explanation, no anger, no fight, just a clean cut. I slid down against the empty cabinet and stared at the walls. 12 years of marriage reduced to 4 sentences. That was when I noticed something strange. The house was empty, yes, but it was too empty. Ryan was impulsive, emotional. If he had stormed out, he would have left something behind. A shirt, a charger, his guitar. Instead, it looked like a moving company had carefully packed and removed everything. Everything except one thing. I stood slowly and turned toward the hallway. That was when I saw it. On the living room floor, near where the couch used to be, lay a small silver key. Not just any key, a safety deposit box key. I knew because I had seen it once before, years ago, when Ryan told me he had opened a private box at a downtown bank. He had laughed and said it was just for old documents, nothing important. Why would he leave this behind, unless he wanted me to find it? My heart began to race for a different reason now, not heartbreak, fear. Because next to the key, barely visible in the dim light, was a faint dark stain on the hardwood floor. It looked like something had been dragged across it. And suddenly, the silence in that empty house did not feel like abandonment. It felt like something had gone very, very wrong. I did not call Ryan. Instead, I locked the door behind me and drove straight to the bank. The key felt heavy in my palm the entire way there. The branch manager recognized me immediately. Olivia Harper, corporate attorney, frequent international traveler. Ryan had always insisted the safety deposit box was under his name alone. But when we opened our joint investment account years ago, I had signed paperwork as a secondary contact. After a tense 10 minutes and a few phone calls, they allowed me into the vault room. The metal door shut behind me with a hollow clang. The clerk slid the narrow box onto the table and left me alone. My hands shook as I inserted the key. Inside were not old documents. There were photographs, dozens of them, photos of me. At the airport, outside my office, getting into my car. Sitting at a cafe with a colleague named Daniel from our Chicago branch. Harmless meetings that now looked suspicious when frozen in secret snapshots. Beneath the photos was a folder of printed emails. Emails between Ryan and someone named Victoria Hale. At first, I assumed she was his lawyer. She was not. Victoria was a private investigator. The invoices were detailed: surveillance, background checks, financial audits. Ryan had been investigating me, but the final document in the folder made my stomach drop. It was a draft lawsuit, forgery, fraud, asset concealment. He had been building a case to prove that I had hidden income and transferred marital funds overseas during my London trips. The ones where I had been negotiating mergers for the firm. At the bottom of the folder was a single handwritten note. If you are reading this, it means you found the key. I needed you to know I did not leave because I stopped loving you. I left because someone convinced me you were planning to destroy me. Victoria showed me evidence, bank transfers, messages. I believed her. But yesterday, I discovered the truth. She was hired by someone else, Daniel Mercer. My chest tightened. Daniel had been competing for the same senior partner position I had just secured in London. If I had been dragged into a public divorce scandal involving fraud, my career would have collapsed overnight. Ryan had been manipulated, and I had almost been destroyed. The last line of the note was written shakily. I'm going to confront her. If I am wrong, I will come back and beg for forgiveness. If I am right, I will fix this. That was 3 days ago, 3 days. The dark stain on the hardwood flashed in my mind. I grabbed my phone and called Ryan. It went straight to voicemail. Then my phone buzzed with a news alert. Local woman arrested in connection with fraud and blackmail scheme targeting corporate executives. The name beneath the headline, Victoria Hale. I did not wait. I drove back to the house. Police cars surrounded the street. An officer stopped me before I reached the driveway. Mom, do you live here? Yes, he hesitated before speaking. We found your husband inside earlier today. He is alive. Alive. The word nearly broke me. He had confronted Victoria at the house. She had come to collect final documents from him, planning to disappear. An argument escalated. She pushed him. He hit his head on the hardwood floor. The dark stain, it had not been dragged furniture. It had been blood. He survived, and when I finally saw him in the hospital, pale but breathing, he looked at me with tears in his eyes. I was wrong, Olivia. I almost let them ruin us. I squeezed his hand. No, they almost did. But we are still here. The house was empty. The marriage was fractured, but the truth was finally on the floor where it could not be hidden anymore. And this time, we were going to rebuild everything from nothing.